Hello, everybody. It's a warm welcome back. First of all, apologies for the sound on the last episode. I'm not quite sure what went wrong. As you know, we've been having problems with computers and so on and so forth. And it did cause us a bit of a problem. Hopefully, we have sorted it out for today's episode. I've got my fingers crossed and all the rest of it. But today, we have two more games for you in FM24, just 24 hours before FM26 goes into beta and the episodes start rolling on that. There's not many people watching the 24 stuff now, but we're going to try and finish this season anyway, despite people perhaps watching it or not. If you want to keep up to date with everything that is going on FM26, I'll tell you how to do it in a moment. Hello and welcome to episode number 137 of From the Bottom to the Top. As we've taken National League Southside, in this case Weymouth, from the bottom. They were the bottom of the National League Southside when we started out, and we've moved them all the way up to the Premier League. We're not doing very well, but we have got to the Premier League, and this has been our journey. In today's episode, we have two games for you. They are an FA Cup fifth round tie against Manchester United. Then we have a Premier League match day. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's 27 against Leicester City. Both of them at home at the Bob Lucas. My name's Mark, of course, and we'll be giving you a roundup of what's been happening between games, because we have played a few games. Not going well. It really isn't going well. But more about that in just a moment. As I said in the intro, if you want to keep up to date with all the FM26 that will be happening, then the way to do it is to give me that thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date, lets you know when all the stuff is coming out FM26 wise. And also you can follow me on Twitter, or X as it is called now. You can follow me on there and find out what is going on. What's been going on since you were last with us? Last time out, we played Fulham. We played Sunderland and drew 2-2. Scott Twine a penalty and James DeBeo on 62 minutes. And then we lost 4-0 to Fulham, not managing to score a goal. Poor, to say the least. Keep tweaking the tactic, trying to find that tactic that is going to work, that's going to get us out of jail, and has got a get out of jail card on it. Since you were with us last, we have played 3 games. We've only managed to score 1 goal in those 3 games. We've played Arsenal, Manchester City and Aston Villa. It's not been good, really. Arsenal, we lost at a 1-0. If we have a quick look at it, Lee Gordon, the scorer, after 37 minutes with this one. Van Duven coming forward, and he played the ball back to Nwaneri. Nwaneri found Gordon. Gordon whacked it into the back of the net. 37 minutes, and we lost that. But it was really annoying, because if you look at the stats, we had 10 shots, 5 on target, 0.68. They had 6 shots, 1 on target, which was the goal, 0.58. And we had 51% of the possession. Should have won that game, or at least got a point out of it. We held Arsenal pretty much. Man of the match, says a lot. Aaron Ramsdale. Then we went to the Etihad Stadium, played Manchester City. This one not so good. 5 shots, 3 on target. They had 10 shots, 6 on target. We were the poor boys here. Echevarri, Jude Bellingham and Alvarez, the scorers on that occasion. And then we went to Villa Park, to Aston Villa, to play them. We thought we were going to be getting on all right. We didn't. No. This was how it all went. We had 8 shots, 4 on target. Again, not too bad. The XG not particularly good. 39% of the possession, and 19 shots, 6 on target, 2.63 and 61% of the possession. They took the lead through Alfie Devine on 41 minutes. All out to Diaby. Diaby goes around his man, which was really annoying, pulls it back, and Divine is just standing on the 6-yard box. And it's happened, I think, pretty much the goal we saw just now from Lee Gordon was very, very similar. Anyway, 8 minutes later, on the other side of half time, Emre Goke got us back on terms. Ball crossed in, thought he was going for George. Goke wins it, turns away from the defenders, and with a bit of luck off of Mbala, puts it in the back of the net. 1-1, and we thought, we could be in here. But then 5 minutes later, Mario, without his go-kart, did this. Diaby and Kamara. Kamara comes forward, and a mix-up by DeBeo and Joe at the back there, and Fedorchenko's beaten 2-1. And 1 minute later, Incasio did this. Diaby coming forward again, marauding, and another mistake. O'Grady Macken giving the ball away, and Incasio puts it in the corner. So 3-1 that one, and we're on a bit of a losing streak. 4 games in a row now, and it's not good because we are now standing on that trapdoor to the relegation. Brentford, Leicester and West Ham still in there. We're just 5 points adrift now of Brentford and Leicester. Sorry about that. We had a bit of a coughing fit there, so we'll try that again. Just 5 points clear of Brentford and Leicester. I did say it was match day 27. It's match day 29 to be precise. So we are just literally 10 games away from the end of the season. Let's have a look at the recent results. We'll come back to that in a minute. The 3-1 loss against Aston Villa. Blackburn beating Tottenham. Good result for Blackburn. Where are they? They're mid-table, 12th. I wish we could be doing Blackburn-type things. 3-1 win there. Brighton 2, Fulham 2. Crystal Palace losing to Arsenal to stay just above us on 27 points. I mean, if they lose and we win today, not today, but against Leicester, we could leapfrog them, which would be rather nice. Leicester losing 2-0 to Manchester City, which keeps them below us. Liverpool beating West Ham 4-3. West Ham still on the bottom and some 9 points adrift of us at the bottom. Bournemouth 0, Manchester United 0. Bournemouth remain just above us, and Brentford losing to Chelsea. The other scoreline that you saw there, Southampton beating Sunderland by 3-1. They're in 9th and 10th, respectively. Is there a round of games today? I don't think there is. Mainly FA Cup stuff. Our next Premier League game is against Leicester. And if we can't pick up 3 points against them, then we might as well give up now. It's a 6-pointer, effectively, because if we lose that and they win it, they are just 2 points behind us, which would not be very good. Right, that's all said and done. Let's get into it. It's Manchester United up in the FA Cup 5th round. Can we progress to the quarterfinal? Last season, we did get to the quarterfinal. We lost to Arsenal 4-1 on that occasion. The rest is history, as they say. But Manchester United, we have played them previously twice. Early in the season, we lost 7-0. Probably best to forget that one. But when they came back to the Bob Lucas, we did manage to squeeze out a 0-0 draw. I'm not actually sure if we get replays. I think it goes to penalties if we got a similar result today. So let's hope it isn't a similar result. Let's go and have a look at the team that will face Manchester United in the FA Cup 5th round for a place in the quarterfinal. And here is the team that faces Manchester United in this Emirates FA Cup 5th round tie. A slight change in formation. What we've done is we cleared the slot and we've gone with what the game thinks that we should be the formation that we should have, and all the rest of it. So that's how we've come up with this formation. It is a familiar formation, I guess, very defensive, and possibly a formation that we played earlier in the season. Fedorchenko is in goal then. It's G, DeBeo and Joe, our defensive line. Pedersen, whoever, are the wing-backs. Russell Denny and O'Grady Macken as the defensive midfielders. Scott Twine on the left. Emery Golke on the right. And Sager is up front. The bench looking like this. It's Winterbottom, Olsen, Tanner, Wakachu, Batty, Adamson, Patterson, Lawrence, and Ty Clark. And here we are back at the new Bob Lucas, playing this formation. Lost our last 4, drawn the other one. And this 5th round Emirates Cup tie. They've won 1, lost 1, drawn 3 of their last 5, playing a 4-2-2, 4-2-4 really. Manchester United playing in all white tonight. It's Manchester United to get it underway. Avramidis leading the attack. Diaz and Avramidis brought down by Russell Denny. 21 minutes on the clock. Scott Twine has picked up a knock. We'll need to check that one out in a minute. Twine to Pedersen. G. DeBeo to O'Grady Macken. Joe out to whoever comes forward. Okay, O'Grady Macken, Russell Denny. And with barely 23 minutes on the clock, we are going to take Scott Twine off. We don't want to cause any more problems than we have to. Potential lower leg injury, and Travis Patterson comes on to replace him. 6 minutes on the clock. Diaz with a free kick on the edge of the Manchester United penalty area. Yeah. And I thought that player running back there, who was Goke, was going to take that ball off him, but he didn't, which was rather annoying. Avramidis through to Slevin, and it's gone over the top. I think Fedorchenko making a save. It was a superb move by Manchester United, but didn't come to anything, thankfully. Avramidis creating a bit of space, wriggling around, and then a nice through ball to Slevin. And Slevin pulled it to one side, made a bit more room on that left-hand side of the goal, but Fedorchenko equal to it. The ensuing corner. 27 minutes on the clock. Mason Mount with the corner. Swings this in. And Landro Diaz gets his 4th goal of the season. And Manchester United take the lead on 28 minutes, I think it is. Might be 27, actually. Fedorchenko with a free kick to DeBeo. G finds Russell Denny. Pedersen, back to G to Russell Denny to Goke, whoever. There's a tension out there. Joe, steady build up. DeBeo out to whoever tries to go around his man, but he's not getting around him. And Manchester United get possession back. But the ball was well won, but Patterson wasn't equal to it. Wasn't switched on. Slevin, the goal scorer, through to Avramidis, and they've scored a second. Hoyland. Question whether he was offside or not, but I think he pulled the ball back, so I don't see how he can be. No, it's absolutely right. And they take a 2-goal lead on 36. Slevin through ball to Avramidis, who puts it in for Hoyland. I say pulled it back. It was pretty level. Hoyland was onside. Fedorchenko beaten again. 3 o'clock. Mount with a free kick. It's come back off the woodwork. It's cleared up field. Sager is there. Picks it up. Can we go on a counter? No. Sager not controlling that ball. Diaz. Frimpong. They come forward again. Garnacho. Schlotterbeck. Nice through ball to Avramidis. He's cut out, but Slevin is there. Block comes in. We're trying everything. Seeger out to Goke. Free kick in the 45th minute. Reece Russell-Denny through. Goke! Oh, it's wide of the post. The chance came begging and Goke snatched at it. And this has been the story of our season, really. Chance goes begging. Schlotterbeck. Menu. Diaz. Frimpong. 4 minutes added on. We are in the third of those 4. Oh, O'Grady Macken winning that ball. Whoever. Fedorchenko to Joe. Joe. Whoever finds Goke. Goke to Russell-Denny. Seeger back to Pedersen. G. Patterson. G. Pedersen. O'Grady Macken. Nice movement of the ball. Whoever. Can we get one back before half-time? That would be splendid into the area, but it's defended well. Back out, but whoever is there will get a second attempt. Russell-Denny. Goke. Goke. It's taken a deflection. It's gone in for Goke's 8th of the season, and we do get one back before half-time. And maybe it's not all over. All cleared, but only to whoever. Reece Russell-Denny. And to be fair, it's probably the best passage of play we've had all game. And it took a bit of a deflection, but he put it away. And half-time has arrived. And, well, it's deep despondency when we went and got a second goal down through Hoyland after 36 minutes. But Goke gets us back in it in injury time at the end of that first half with the only shot on target, believe it or not. 3 shots, 1 on target, 0.42, 57% of the possession. They've had 10 shots, 6 on target, 1.14 and 43% of the possession. Can we get another goal in the second half? And Seeger gets us underway for the second half. They made 3 changes at half-time. Pedersen. Patterson. Patterson. Oh, it's a poor ball from Patterson. And with 65 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes at this juncture in time. Kai, Jana, whoever has had a poor day out there. He's replaced by Henry Lawrence. And we've also taken off Phil Seeger, who is not really firing on all cylinders out there. He's come off and we've replaced him with Ty Clark. Lawrence with a throw-in. 66 on the clock. O'Grady Macken. Joe. Reece Russell-Denny. Nice one through to Goke. Goke pulls it back for O'Grady Macken. It's bouncing around there. It's cleared, sort of. Pedersen. Pedersen, can he recycle it? He can. Reece Russell-Denny. Back to Pedersen. Clark. And the ball given away there. And Garnacho, they're on a counter now. We need to get back in numbers. Garnacho is blocked by Lawrence. And cut out by Reece Russell-Denny. Goke. Referee getting in the way. Goke. Lawrence. Inside to O'Grady Macken. Reece Russell-Denny. Reece Russell-Denny. And I think it's gone for a corner. Reece Russell-Denny pulling the trigger. Got a deflection. Henry Lawrence taking the corner. This one to near post to Bayo, but nearly 70 minutes on the clock. And Manchester United come forward. Slevin. Ooh, good save by Fedorchenko. Puts it round for a corner. And that would have been good night, Nurse. Mason Mount, this time an outswinger. Outswing it does. It's cleared. But Fedorchenko gratefully clutches that. 6 on the clock. O'Grady Macken. Reece Russell-Denny. Tripped in the area. Referee's not given anything. Goke tidies up. Goke has Lawrence out there. Joe. Reece Russell-Denny. Reece Russell-Denny. Just when we could have gone forward there and just messed around on the ball. I was going to say pissed about on the ball, but there you go. Fedorchenko puts that behind for another corner. Fedorchenko keeping us in this game. Mason Mount with another corner. This one swung in and again headed clear by Reece Russell-Denny, but it's not clear. Cross comes in. Platana. And with nearly 80 minutes on the clock, making our final 2 changes. Can't change everybody, but we have made those changes. Unfortunately, we've taken off our 2 best players, mainly because they are extremely tired. Reece Russell-Denny making mistakes. He's been replaced by Daniel Batty, and Emre Goke. He's had a good game. He's come off and he's been replaced by Stefan Adamson. Adamson for Manchester United with a defensive throw in. Well cut out by Batty. Patterson, O'Grady Macken, Adamson. We want somebody off the bench to do something. Joe, Lawrence. Lawrence tried to thread that through to Adamson. It was poor. And a counter-attack on now. Mason Mount has been hounded. Had to go backwards. Patterson for Manchester United. Oh, missed header by Lawrence. Garnacho inside of Mason Mount. He's put it in the bottom corner. And it's game over. That's his first goal of the season from Mason Mount. And on 83 minutes, we are out of the FA Cup. I suppose we've given a reasonable account of ourselves. We've not ended up in the 7-0 thrashing that we did early doors in the season. But Mason Mount, too much room. 89 minutes on the clock. Pedersen with a throw-in. Batty, can we score another one? It'd be very nice. Batty! Oh, way off target, though. 3 minutes of injury time, and time is running out for us. And that ball back across, and the referee has blown the whistle. It's all over. We have lost in the FA Cup at the New Bob Lucas. Our losing run continues, and picked up a shed load of yellow cards to boot. Diaz on 27 minutes. Hoyland on 36. Got one back through Goke in injury time in the first half. Mason Mount finishing it off and sealing the win for Manchester United on 83 minutes. We had 8 shots, just that one on target from Goke. They had 15 shots, 11 on target. I would suggest Fedorchenko had a really good day today. But Avramidis picking up player of the match, 3 key passes, 2 clear-cut chances, and an assist. He's picked up an 8.1 for him. 46% of the possession against our 54. We're out of the FA Cup, boys and girls. We just need to focus on not getting relegated from the Premier League, if we can. Well, a round up of the other 5th round ties. Bristol City, who did get through in their match. I think it was Leicester that they were playing. They have beaten Bournemouth by penalties. 1-1 draw in that one. And Bournemouth scoring both goals, I noticed. Everton have beaten Burnley by 1-0. Chelsea have beaten Leeds in extra time. 3-2. Fleetwood, wow. They continue. They are in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. They beat Sunderland by 3-0. How the heck did they do that? Might have a look at their formation in a minute. Birmingham beat Huddersfield by 4-0. Liverpool beating Crystal Palace 4-1. Manchester City have knocked out Tottenham by 2-1. Arsenal, of course, going in the last round. And Manchester United knocking us out by 3-1. So we'll see how that all pans out in due course. Let's have a quick look at Fleetwood Town and their formation. So they're playing flat back 3, defensive midfielder, and then 2 midfielders and 2 up front. Interesting. Maybe we should try that. As opposed to the wide players, because it doesn't seem to be working with the wide players. Yeah, that's where we're at then. Do we have injury news at this stage? Scott Twine is injured. He's only out for a couple of days. Good news. So he's only just picked up. I think it was good to take him off, albeit we were in the game at the time we took him off, and it was a bit annoying, really. But there we are. Right, we have 3 days down to the game against Leicester, and dare I suggest, 3 points is what we have got to get from this game. And you come back and join me. It's match day, and we have Leicester in the Premier League, match day 29. We've played them once before, beat them 2-1 on that occasion. Phil Seeger opening the scoring, Nketiah getting an equaliser on 23, but it was Emre Gulke on 60 minutes that gave us the win on that occasion. Probably not playing at our best, but a win nonetheless. And that's pretty much what we need today. And here is the team that faces Leicester in this Premier League Matchday 29, a must-win game. And as you see, we have tweaked the formation once again. Fedoshenko continues in goal. It's Joe, Olsen and De Bayo, our defensive line. Lawrence and whoever are the wing-backs, with O'Grady Mackin between them as the defensive midfielder. And just ahead of him, Russell Denny and Daniel Batty are in midfield. It's Wakachu and Sager leading the attack up top. And on the bench today, it's Winterbottom, G, Tanner, Pedersen, Twine, Adamson, Patterson, Goke and Ty Clark. And here we are back at the Bob. Lucas lost all our last 5 games, trying to find that winning combination, or at least to pick up some points. Leicester have only won 1 of their last 5. They're playing a 4-2-4 today. Leicester in 19th place on 20 points. We are 17th on 25. They could catch us up. Not quite, but they could catch us up if they win today. Leicester playing in white shorts and a off yellow top. And it's Phil Seeger getting us underway. Passing back to Joe. Batty. Olsen. Joe. Joe finds Wakachu. Wakachu finds Sager, but he's tackled. Back to Wakachu. Wakachu is tackled and it goes for a throw. It's on the clock. They have a free kick. It's gone wide, or has it gone for a corner? It's gone for a corner. Monchu with the corner back post. Joe heads it, but not clearly. Pellegrini gets in there, but Olsen gets a foot in. It's gone for a throw in the corner. See the throw from the corner. Weir with that throw. Manchu. Land. He's given too much room. Why are we letting him run at him? Tierney. Land. Weir in space. Trying to block him off. And it's Land. Straight into the arms of Fedoshenko. 10 minutes on the clock. Tierney. Chizogo. Land. Vanderberg. Monchu. Leicester having most of the game so far. Mert. Land. Nketiah. That's sorted out. Whoever got there. Sager picking the ball up, but Sager's been robbed. Seem to get rid of that ball or do anything decisive with it, and that's a big problem that we have. And it's all happening here. Oh, and Eddie Nketiah puts a foot in. Olsen messed around with it, and Eddie Nketiah puts Leicester in front on 13 minutes. Dilly-dallying again. Story of our own downfall. Olsen wins that ball. Dilly-dallies. And then Nketiah puts a boot round Olsen. And it's in the back of the net. Question of whether he was offside or not. I don't think he was. Oh, don't know though. At this point in the making, I think he might have been actually. 21 on the clock. It's Russell Denny with a corner. No Goke today, of course. Not on the pitch to start. And on Chu tidies up. Agree. Vanderberg. Yeah. Monchu rather. And that's picked up by Russell Denny. Sager through to Wakachu. It's gone for a corner. Lawrence on that far side taking the corners. This one swung in, back post. Nobody there. O'Grady Macken back to DeBeo. DeBeo finds O'Grady Macken. O'Grady Macken to Batty. DeBeo. DeBeo chips it in, looking for Wakachu, but he couldn't get there. It's gone for a throw. And a chance goes begging. Reece Russell-Denny on that one. Sager, nice through ball to Wakachu, but Wakachu just slightly too slow. 26 on the clock. They have a throw in. Mort. Pellegrini. Monchu. Wakachu blocked it, but didn't come away with the ball. And that ball forward, looking for Sager, but Sager couldn't do anything with it. And Nikita puts that wide. It's a penalty. Or is it a corner? It's a corner, sorry. Monchu. Swung in. It was well defended then. And it's a goal kick. Sager never going to win that head battle there. Yamalik. And I'm not sure who that was behind Nikita that put a boot in there. Charlie Olsen. Fedorchenko. 27 on the clock. I think this is the goal kick from the corner. Joe. Oh, and he's not got to the ball. And Weir is there, but thankfully Weir way over the top. Yamalik on the ball. Land. We don't want to go in. 2 down. Monchu. Mert. Fires it wide. Well, half time comes and maybe this formation isn't working. We've had one shot, nothing on target, 0.17. We have had a lot of the possession though, so we might need to do a tweak at half time. They've had 7 shots, 2 on target, of which they've scored 1 goal, 1.24 and 38% of the possession. We need a win. Pellegrini gets Leicester underway for this second half. We've not really done too much to the formation, just a small tweak. And that cut out by Olsen. Naketa going to ground. Fedorchenko will collect. On that far side, 48, Tierney. Back. Monchau. Oh, good flick. I don't know who that was. That was Pellegrini, I think. But flicked it wide, thankfully. Oh, no, it's gone for a corner. It was Joe actually blocked the shot. Monchu with the corner. Swung in. See it again. Yamalik. Land. Monchu. And yeah, it was actually Joe getting a boot in just as Pellegrini was about to pull the trigger. Easily could have been a own goal, I guess. Vanderberg. But it's all Leicester. We're not getting much traction here at all. So I think we're going to beat. And Naketa puts the second away, 6th of the season, and we go 2 behind. So I think it's time to change formations. And another defeat coming our way. And we're going to possibly finish this series being relegated. That's what it feels like. And with 52 minutes on the clock, we are having gone 2 goals behind, making a couple of changes. We have gone to just 2 at the back with the wing backs and then midfield and a little bit more attacking formation, I guess. Maybe we should just go positive, not too gung-ho. So DeBeo, who's picked up a yellow card, we've taken him off. He has been replaced by Emre Goke, who moves out onto the left of that attacking midfield. Adamson comes on in place of Wakachu, who means that we've only got 1 up front for now. And that's our form of attack as we go into the next phase of the match and try and get this back. 68 on the clock. Whoever to O'Grady Macken. Reece Russell-Denny, he doesn't win that ball. And Joe does. Whoever, Adamson. Reece Russell-Denny, out to Adamson. Adamson. Inside to O'Grady Macken. O'Grady Macken has a go, but straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. 83 on the clock. Nothing doing. Olsen. Not really had any chances. Joe. And I think if I be brutally honest, it's because the board just not spent any money. They've not given us any money, not spent any money, and they expect us to stay in the Premier League. Well, it ain't going to happen unless you splash the cash. I don't think you need to spend loads and loads of money, but, they've not given us anything really. We've done it on a shoestring. Seager to Batty. Adamson, this is a lot better. Need to be in here. Our chances are baying. Adamson into the area, but it's cleared. And headed in. We've got a goal. Daniel Batty has scored a goal. And can we get an equaliser? We've got time. Adamson doing the work. It was cleared away by Chigzozi to start off with. It was headed back across. I'm not sure who that was. Who's this? Here, but it was headed back in. We'll find out in a moment. O'Grady Macken and Batty sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. Leicester gets underway again. Pellegrini, Van den Berg, Moncau, Chigozi. Chigozi on the ball. Moncau. And it was sort of blocked. Yeah, out that far side, crosses the ball in. It's headed, but it's straight into the arms of Fedorchenko. And with 87 minutes on the clock, making our final changes, we have taken off Phil Seager and brought on Ty Clark. As we look to try and get this a second goal, we have taken off very, very tired player in midfield. We have taken off Reece Russell-Denny and replaced him with Billy G. And our final change that we've made is we have taken off also very tired Yana whoever and replaced him with George Tanner. 87 minutes on the clock. Changes made. Batty. O'Grady Macken. Apologies if there was a jump in that. I had a sneeze. G on the ball now. G goes round his man. He's been pulled down in the penalty area. We've got a penalty, and can we get back level and save 2 points? We've saved 3 points, to be fair. Being reviewed. It is a penalty. We haven't got Scott Twine on the pitch, though. Who's going to take the penalty? It's not O'Grady Mack, and I can see him. It's Emre Goke. He scored! And, we're back level, and we've turned it around. 9th goal of the season for Goke. And it's 2-2, and still time to get a win. We have a corner. Adamson. We are in the last minute of play. And we have to be quick, because otherwise the referee's going to blow his whistle here. And it's all over. And it's a 2-2 draw. We've come back. 52 minutes. We were 2 goals down. Daniel Batty on 85. And a penalty spot from Emre Goke on 89. After Billy G run into the area and was fouled. We had 6 shots, 4 on target, 1.69 and 58% of the possession. Maybe this is the formation that we need to do from the start. Maybe. Let's see. We may start the next game that way. Leicester had 11 shots, 4 on target, 1.81 and 42% of the possession. Well, all in all, it's the aliens again. It's Lelujo's aliens. There we go. Eddie Nketiah was the man of the match just for his 2 goals, 8.2. We have had some greens in here today, which is very good. O'Grady Macken doing extremely well. Well, I didn't really anticipate us coming back. I know I said that's what we wanted to do, but I wasn't convinced we would be able to do it. And we have. And so that 2-2 draw means that we remain in 17th place, just ahead of Brentford and Leicester. And, 5 points is the difference between us and them at the moment. And we need to continue to pick up points. In fact, we need to win some games, really. Arsenal top on 67, 3 points clear of Chelsea, who are in second place on 64. Newcastle are third on 28, but they do have a game in hand. I think they've got to play. I'm not sure. They're playing on Monday. No, they're not. Oh, don't know. I thought they were down to play on Monday, but there you go. Manchester City in fourth on 59. Manchester United fifth on 58. Aston Villa are sixth on 56. And Liverpool tucked in behind them in seventh place on 51. At the other end of the table, West Ham still on the bottom on 17. And time's running out for them. Leicester, who we drew with today, they are in 19th on 21. Brentford are 18th, also on 21, as I say. 5 point gap still between them, but we missed a chance to leapfrog up here a little bit. Crystal Palace are just above us on 27. Leeds are 15th, also on 27, but they have a game in hand. And then Bournemouth are 14th on 28. And then there's a bit of a gap up to Fulham, who still have to play their game. They're playing Southampton, as we have already seen. Right, well, we're going to play a few games. Crystal Palace, Brighton. I think we're going to come back for Southampton and Liverpool in the next episode. And then, of course, we'll come back for the final 2 games of the season. So 2 more episodes in this series, which will take us up to FM 26 territory, of course. So final 2 seasons. We've also got to finish our Going Dutch series, a roundup that's coming on that one. Just trying to get myself back in position on the camera if you wonder what I was doing. So yeah, next episode then, Southampton and Liverpool. Hope you can join me for that. If you've enjoyed today's episode, though, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all episodes that we bring out on this channel. Mainly going to be FM26 stuff, because as I recall this, the beta is coming out later today. And we will get an episode out as soon as we are able, probably at some point tomorrow. I have a meeting again tonight. I did this once before, and it's done it again. 2 years between between incarnations of Football Manager, and it's done the dirty on me again. Don't forget, by doing all of that, you can keep up to date with the last couple of episodes of From the Bottom to the Top, and of course the final episode of Going Dutch as well, as and when they are released. And of course, the best way of keeping up to date with all that's happening on the channel, FM26 stuff, FM24 stuff, and all the rest of it, is follow me on X at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. See you for the next episode. It's going to be Southampton and Liverpool as we head towards the end of the season. Will we be out of the relegation zone by the next episode? Join me and find out. Till then, bye-bye.